Namaste, friends. Welcome. Today's practice will be focusing on stability. So we will be doing a series of poses that will help enhance your balance and your overall stability. We'll be using quite a bit of our core and our postural muscles and any other stabilizers that will help us improve our state of equilibrium. Let's get started. Let's start at the top of our mat. My name is Jen, and thank you for joining me today. Let's roll our shoulders back here and let's just take a few breaths. I always like to begin my practice with a few breath cycles, just to come into your breath and to your body. Inhale up, exhale fully, inhale deep, exhale big, one more, inhale, exhale. All right, let's roll the shoulders back, checking in with our posture, standing nice and tall. And now let's just settle into our Tadasana here, our mountain pose. So really root your feet into the earth, palms facing out, standing nice and tall, lifted through the crown of your head, postural muscles engaged, and core is stable. So this will give you a nice gauge of where you are today and how your state of equilibrium is. And again, as we go through our practice, remember to always honor your body and be gentle with yourself. Inhale up. As we exhale, let's gently swan dive, hinge at the waist, bend at the knees, and start to reach your hands down. And let's do our half lift. Hands to your shins, look halfway up. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Now let's loosen up the shoulders here and just do movements that feel good to you before we go into our planking or rely on our shoulder muscles for other poses and movement we might do later. Let's do our ragdoll. Grasp your elbows, shoot the ball into your basket. Open tight shoulders, release, and just dangle down here. Allow your head to fall heavily. Let your back muscles lengthen. And if the back of the leg's still pretty tight, you may keep the knees bent. Next breath, generously, so you're able to touch your mat. Let's step our feet back, welcoming our plank. Now check in with your posture once again. Planking is a great way to engage your postural muscles. Now lengthen through the crown of the head once again and squeeze your glutes, your legs, your abdominals, stable and strong through your entire core musculature here. Now let's lower the knees down. And before we move on, let's create some space within our spine. First, find your flat back, tabletop here. Take a deep breath, slowly drop your belly down onto your mat. Look halfway up, gaze up, open the heart. And then full exhale around your back. This is a cat stretch. Press the floors away. Inhale, lengthen once again. Drop the belly down. Exhale, press the floors away. Let's just decompress the spine here, creating space so when we do more of the challenging poses later, we'll be able to do it more fluidly. Just a couple more good ones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Excellent. Find your flat back. Take a moment to go into stillness. Press your toenails into your mat. Reach your hands to the top of your mat. Sit back into your child's pose. You may hover a little bit higher. Or you may sit all the way back. Now find the back muscles lengthening here as we take a moment to just come into stillness and remind ourselves of our intentions today. We are looking for stability, checking in with our balance. Thank you for being here. Let's rise back up into all fours, finding that flat back once again. Now curl your toes, lift your knees off the mat, and start to straighten the knees as you send your hips back. Downward facing dog.
lengthening through the spine once again, pressing your palms onto the earth, and take the dog for a walk here, pedaling the legs slowly, just to loosen up the legs, get some circulation going on the back of the legs, because once again, we'll be doing some balancing poses where we're going to rely on our legs. So let's just loosen up, breathing in, breathing out, get the blood flowing. Now relax your head, back of the neck open, nothing's tensing here, nothing's straining, no straining whatsoever. Press the heart towards your thighs. And now let's walk your feet towards the top again, back to the top of our mat. Hold the fold here, flat back, half lift, inhale, exhale, fold. This time, generously bend the knees, touch your mat so you're able to reach your mat. Step your right foot back, stepping the right foot back, left foot to the front, framing that left foot between your hands if you're able, or just place wherever it's comfortable. Stay here in your runner's lunge. Feel the gluteal muscle stretching here, staying stable, starting to find our stability. Take a moment. Now lower your back knee down. Top of that foot presses on the mat. Right hand stays down. Rotate, spiral through the heart and the left shoulder. Bring that left arm up. You may stop here or you may reach a little farther back. Reaching back up. Framing the foot between the hands once again. Coming onto our toes and prepare to rise up into our high lunge or your warrior one. So find your stability, and when you're ready, rising up, sweeping your arms up. You may stay on your toes. You may drop that back foot down. Just keep your hips squared and centered. Now take time to stack the spine. Start to really engage postural muscles, lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening, reaching the fingertips up. You may even gaze up if you like. Warrior one, and then come into your warrior two. So bring that left arm up, forward rather, gazing over that left shoulder, finding the middle finger. Relax your shoulders here. Again, no tension, no unnecessary tension. Finding your yin yang, nice and balanced, no opposing forces. Reverse your palms and into your reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Now right hand is resting on the back of that leg without pressing it down. Gazing up, really engage through that front leg. Keep you stable. Recruit all the stabilizers here. And bring it back to your warrior two. And then into your either a side angle, keeping that knee bent, left elbow into the thigh, extended side angle. Or you may go into your full triangle. Start to straighten that front knee, your left knee, and bring yourself onto a triangle here. Triangle. So if someone draw a line, we'll draw a line from the middle finger to both feet. You should look like a triangle. Keeps us humble yet stable and strong. If it's too much for the neck to gaze up, you may keep your gaze down. And let's revolve our triangle here, challenging our balance a little bit more, lowering that right hand down, and then spiraling through the heart again as we twist and open the left shoulder. Bring that left arm up, basically revolving that triangle. Lowering that left hand back down, cartwheeling our arms up, back to your warrior two. And then pivoting back to center, rotating rather back to center for warrior one. And get ready. We are going into our plank pose, warrior three. So you may readjust and walk that back foot just a little bit closer. Spread the wings for stability. Prepare to fly. As you start to shift your weight forward, start to lift the back foot off the mat until you're able to keep that back leg parallel to your mat. So keep the arms out. But if it's not happening today, I'd rather you not fall, not suffer an injury, and stay safe by placing that back foot back down your mat and just lean forward for a little bit more of a balancing challenge. But if you're able, let's go safely. Find a focus point there. Keep the gaze down. Soften the gaze, soften the neck. If you notice, my left foot hit my left leg here. My lead is not hyperextended. It's slightly bent. Keep me stable. No locking of the knees. Now bring it to neutral. Place that right foot onto the ankle, the left ankle, and prepare for our tree pose. There you are. Take a little breather here as you feel a little bit more stable with your tree pose. But once again, you can challenge yourself a little more by bringing that foot a little bit higher, just slightly below the knee, or maybe even higher up above the knee. I don't have my yoga socks, so I'm just keeping my foot here so it doesn't slide down. Now you may place your hands to heart space, or keep your hands overhead, or even to your side. Engage the gluteal muscles here. Really engage through that standing leg, the hip on this side, so you don't collapse through this pose. Again, postural muscles activated, abdominals back, legs strong. Rotate the knee in, flex, and reach for that ankle. Right hand to that right ankle, and start to shift again forward. Start to softly bend that knee into your dancer's pose, bow and arrow. You can always scoot towards the wall, somewhere where you have a safety net to fall into, to feel more confident with your practice. Bring it back to center. We're not done. You got this. Keep that knee up towards your heart. And when you're ready, reach for the big toe and into your cheerleader pose. I call it cheerleader. Hand to toe stretch. You may skip this. Just keep your knee in or go back to tree pose any moment. Stay stable here with me. Gently release and shake it out. Good work. Oop, the breeze is picking up. It feels great because it is warm, but you might hear it coming through my microphone, so just excuse all the unnecessary noises. It's keeping me cool today. All right, let's reset. Find your mountain pose again. Great work there, yogi. Squeeze your shoulder blades here. Push them down your spine. Palms out. Engaging postural muscles once again. Standing nice and tall. Rooted and grounded through the feet. And lifted through the crown of your head. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge at the waist. Bend at the knees. And reach your mat when you're ready. Step the feet back. Once again, my mat. There you go. Finding the strong plank. And then back to your downward facing dog. Press the heart towards the thighs. Take the dog for a walk if that feels good. Press the heels back if it feels better. And let's walk our feet back to the top of our mat. Back to the top of our mat here. Soft bend at the knees. Hands to the shins, flatten the back, look halfway up, relax and fold. Firstly, bend the knee, and this time, step your left foot back this time. Doing great. Keeping our runner's lunge here for a couple more long cycles of breaths. Finding your stability. Lowering the back knee down. Press the top of the foot down your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. I am sweating. Beautiful day though. Stacking the spine, stabilizing through that front leg. As you fold, keep your left hand down. Now open through the right. Bring that right arm up. Stack the hand with the right shoulder. Or you may reach a little farther back. Yogi's choice here. Bring it back to center. Back to framing the foot. Coming back up to your runner's lunge. Low lunge. Prepare. Gather your stability. We're rising up to our high lunge or your warrior one. Inhale up. Staying here on your high lunge on your toes or dropping that foot back. For your warrior one. Just keep your hips centered and stable. Lifted through the crown of the head once again. Warrior two from here. You got it. Gazing over the right shoulder this time. Finding the middle finger. Finding your yin yang. Space between ears and shoulders. Reversing the palm. Reverse. Warrior. Find your breath. And back to your warrior two. Reset into your either side angle, extended side angle, or your full triangle. Yogi's choice. Find what feels good. Find your own stability. Revolving the triangle, lowering that hand down. Bring that right arm up and revolve. Excellent work. You're still with me. You're doing great. Lowering that hand back down. Rising back up to warrior two. Cartwheeling our arms back up. That's what we did from the other side. Rotate back in for warrior one. And preparing to go into our plank pose. I'm going to dance my back foot just a little bit closer for a little more stability. Spreading my wings and shifting my weight forward slowly rather, until I'm ready to pick up my back leg and bring that leg parallel to my mat. Warrior three pose, plain pose. Again, you may skip, lower the back foot rather, and just stay safe, but challenge yourself a little more. Gaze down, find a focus point. Here comes the breeze, picking up again. Now lift back up, we're not done. Tree pose, left foot onto that right ankle. Find stability through the hips, reaching the fingertips high up. Check back in. Again, challenging yourself a little more. Bring that foot a little higher, slightly below the knee or above the knee if you have it in you today. Now bring that knee towards the heart. Take a moment. You may place your hands behind the leg and then flex. Reach for that ankle and prepare to go into your dancer's pose. Bow and arrow. Looking good. Strong and stable. You may place your hand over your heart. My husband just distracted me. He was over there checking on me. One more full breath here. And get ready for our hand to toe pose or the cheerleader pose. Bring the knee back in, sliding that left hand down, grabbing the big toe, extending that leg, stable and strong, core engaged. Continue to focus on something that doesn't move and wavering concentration. Believe in you. Bring it to center, release, shake it out. Good job. Wonderful work, yogis. Roll your shoulders back to your mountain pose. Check back in. Hopefully feeling stronger and more stable. Inhale back up. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge at the waist, bend at the knees. Step your feet back. Ooh, there's my mat again. And into your downward facing dog. Great work. Take a moment here to feel the post effects of that balancing flow. And say thank you to your body. Bend the knees, lower the knees down your mat, and welcome a child's pose as we prepare to close out our practice. Settle into stillness. Find the length of your spine as you stretch your back here. Return to your breath and just melt your heart down. You may be melting your heart onto your thighs, or it might be more towards the mat. And just settle. Again, taking time to say thank you to your body for bringing you to your mat today, squeezing in this quick practice to help improve your overall stability. Know that you've done your body a great favor today. Now let's roll up slowly. I'm sweating. This humidity is something else. That was great though. Inhale up. Exhale into your heart space. Palms together, heart center. Thank you once again for joining me in my practice today. I hope you found that helpful, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.